It's a masterpiece, I say. They will cheer every word, every letter.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you guys over the music. Let's let it play on for a sec, okay?
Now then, attend, as friend to friend, our Declaration Committee. For us I see immortality in Philadelphia City.
So that, my friends, what you just heard was an excerpt of the really perfect song. Actually, it's quite a perfect song. It is the song, The Egg from the musical 1776. It is about the writing and conception of the Declaration of Independence. And as you can probably tell, I stole it because I don't have the copyright. How cute is that? Oh my god, I'm so smart. Bet you guys didn't see that one coming. Booyah. Anyway, it is book week here at Instant Collab, and this was my theme, so I'm very, very excited. I have 2 books to talk to you about today. Now, a lot of you guys know I read a fuck ton of books. I read a lot of books, so it was way too hard to just choose my favorite books, so I'm choosing 2 outstanding books of the last 6 months that I've read. First, for YA and Contemporary, we have this book. It's called Saving June by Hannah Harrington. I really love this book because it focuses on the grieving process, and more specifically, it focuses on how the grieving process affects teenagers and how music can play a really direct and important role on the grieving process. And this book is specifically about classic rock music, which is something I really love. And at the end of the book, actually, there are 3 playlists associated with the book. One is the Don't Let the Bastards Keep You Down, Saving June, and it's a really good book, and it's really about the role music plays in the grieving process, and it's so interesting. And if you're a music buff, you definitely need to check this one out. It's new YA by Hannah Harrington, it's her debut. It's a fantastic debut, and her writing so reminds me of John's. Moving on, I don't have the actual book that I'm talking about second because I don't read a lot of actual books. I read a lot of stuff on my computer, ebook, because it's a lot cheaper and stuff like that. So the second book is called The Lost Wife by Allison Richmond. And it is an adult historical fiction novel based on a true story. And it's about a girl named Lenka. I'm just going to read you guys the summary to this one because it's really hard to explain. In pre-war Prague, the dreams of 2 young lovers are shattered when they are separated by Nazi invasion. Then decades later, thousands of miles away in New York, there's an inescapable glance of recognition between the 2 strangers. Providence is giving Lenka and Joseph one more chance. And from the glamorous life of Prague before the occupation to the horrors of Nazi Europe, The Lost Wife explores the power of first love, the resilience of human spirit, and the strength of memory. My favorite part about this book actually isn't mentioned in the summary. Though it is a love story, the love story definitely takes a back burner to what really excites me about this book, which is the role the underground art movement played in the rebellion against Nazi Germany, and specifically in the ghetto death camp Terezin, which is a really major point for the contemporary art movement in the Holocaust. And it's about a girl named Lenka who is an artist who lives in the ghetto for a really long time and gets to experience the art movement firsthand. And it's really interesting because if you know anything about the Holocaust, you know that there was an underground art movement, and this book really explores that, and there aren't a lot of books that do. And there aren't a lot of autobiographies that do either, and it's really fascinating. I'm going to put my review of The Lost Wife down there. I didn't read it because it's quite long. I don't have a review of Saving June, but I'm going to put both links to both books in the doobly-doo, and I really think you guys, I think Soren and Denise and anyone into music should really check out Saving June, and I definitely think Charlotte should check out The Lost Wife because I know she likes Holocaust fiction as well. Also, for you, Charlotte, I am recommending you a American history nonfiction. It's called The Nine, and it's about the Supreme Court, and it was really interesting to me. So,